Brian Stelter of CNN is known for his show Reliable Sources. However, it would appear as though the show, and to a slightly lesser extent Stelter himself, would become not just less credible, but less reliable as well. If you can remember back to July of 2017, Andrew Kaczynski of K-File, with the help of Brian Stelter by the way, doxed and blackmailed a private individual over their outrage of his supposed creation of the infamous CNN Donald Trump gif. This, of course, encouraged a lot of social media users to flood them with even more gifs out of spite, some of them actually pretty good. Stelter, along with CNN and the rest of the mainstream media, jumped at the opportunity to exploit the tragedy in Florida for the sake of their political agenda. Stelter sent out this screenshot to 3 individuals, one of them being Ted Cruz, and called them out for avoiding to do interviews with CNN. However, Stelter, likely appearing like a big red thumb upon Ted Cruz's rebuttal, failed to notice that Ted Cruz did an interview with CNN, but it was not aired for whatever reason. Perhaps they weren't able to edit it down to make use of it for themselves. In either case, Ted Cruz shared a picture of him talking to CNN reporters. Even people like Philip DeFranco expressed their outrage that people didn't want to talk politics and gun control while the kids were still bleeding out. I'm not one with a bleeding heart, but even I thought it would be more appropriate to wait the following morning to begin blaming the NRA for everything, despite the fact, of course, that the NRA has never been involved a single time in any one of these situations. Still, the usual suspects came forward in tears, saying that we need reform now. Funny, we didn't hear them demanding the wall after Kate Steinle, did we? In fact, we were shamed for even talking about it, for just bringing it up. Her vigil was destroyed by protesters even. All of this phony outrage, this virtue signaling on the still warm graves of those lost just recently, is opportunity for a preferred narrative to form. It's as simple as this. People not having guns does not make these situations disappear. Bad people will always do bad things, and if bad people have access to things the average person does not, then the average person cannot defend when something like this happens. This type of person is not going to worry about breaking a few minor laws when they plan on carrying out something like this. If we want to get technical, this man was tipped off to the FBI. He was expelled from school for threats, and the police visited his house more than 20 times. The FBI knew, and they were either too busy scrutinizing every document on Donald Trump throughout his entire life that they did not see the tip, or the FBI purposefully neglected the tip in order to allow this to happen, as tragedies like this promote the FBI's political agenda as well. These pundits never want to see anything else in tragedy but opportunity to push their political agenda. They have no desire to investigate the potential influence of dependence on psych meds, for instance, or the opioid crisis in general, or let alone the fall of the nuclear family. All of these things contribute more to what happened earlier this week than gun control, in my opinion. If you outlaw guns, only outlaws will have guns.